Hi everyone, Paul from LiteBox Architecture. So today I wanted to talk to you about kitchens. What's the importance of a kitchen in the home? Well, first of all, I think we need to understand what is a kitchen, what's its purpose. So a kitchen's function really initially was quite utilitarian. So it was for the function of cooking, cleaning, preparing food. And that was generally what your kitchen was used for. Now, things have evolved from there, and your kitchen now has become a multifunctional space. So it's used for social gathering with your family and friends. It's used as a social space. It's bonding, it's chatting, it's communicating, it's talking to your children and to your kids, and having that family interaction within that kitchen space. So the function of the kitchen has really evolved over time as to what we now use it for. So because our kitchen has evolved into this new space, it's become then the sort of the hub of the home, or the heart of the home, where everybody gathers, and therefore it's become an important space. Now, realistically, you could say that the kitchen is one of the most important rooms in the house completely. Now, the kitchen and the activities that go on in that kitchen space allows you to fuel your body, your mind, your soul. It allows you to gather up with your family and friends and really interact in that space. And so it becomes a very well used space. So why is the kitchen important? Well, it's the heart of the home. It's a living and cooking area where you'll prep food on a daily basis and sit with your family. It's a social area. It's also increasing the house value with having a really well thought out kitchen space. And also pride. As a client, as a homeowner, you want your kitchen to look nice. You want a really nice space that you can interact in, and you become very proud of that space when you've got the right kitchen. So let's talk about workspaces and flow within the kitchen. So what sort of areas do you need in that kitchen space? Well, you probably need a pantry area, or an area for storing food, whether that's frozen, whether it's tinned, whether it's fresh food. You need a storage area for appliances, utensils, things that you use in the kitchen. You need a sink area in order to be able to wash and clean. And you need a prep area, so somewhere for you to be able to prep food, cook food, and clear down. And then you need your basic cooking area, so your space for your oven, your space for your hob. Generally with the hob, you'll want some kind of extractor unit in order to take all of that steam and condensation and different things out of the space. And obviously one of the biggest things of more recent times is that island space. Now, the island space may well be used as a prep area, but that also facilitates the sort of seating area at that space, and being able to interact with friends and family that are also within the kitchen area. Now, what about thoughts around how your kitchen is actually planned? Well, there is a bit of a format to the kitchen, and there are essential things that you need in that kitchen space. And we always talk about with kitchens the work triangle. So this is creating a triangle between the main sort of areas or appliances that you use in the kitchen, which would be prepping area, oven, hob, and a sink area. So a lot of kitchen designers, I think, may use that principle as a basis to be able to make sure that those areas link together quite nicely. That when you look at, I guess, quite a common sense approach to your kitchen, that you don't want to have your hob all the way at one end of your kitchen and then your sink at the other area. So when you take a hot pan off, that you've then got to walk all the way up the kitchen with that hot pan then to drain that out into the sink area. Equally, when you're prepping food, you don't want to stand and prep food and then have to walk some distance in order to be able to put that into oven or into a pan that's on the hob. So having that working triangle is really important. And having a bit of a modular system that's well thought out with that kitchen as to how you're going to use that space, what type of appliances that you want in your kitchen. Do you want a single oven? Do you want a double oven? Do you want tall cabinets? Do you want kitchen cupboards above your worktop space, or do you not want any kitchen cupboards? What sort of things do you want in your kitchen? How do you use your kitchen? And this is really very individual to each client and how they use the space. So what are some of the basic setups of kitchen and kitchen layout? So I guess you could probably group these into 3 principles as such. So you've got a linear kitchen, or a gallo style kitchen, where you have 2 runs of units that are linear and they are parallel to each other. And so your 2 kitchen units run in 2 lines. So like a gallo style kitchen or linear. Then you've got your L-shaped kitchen, where your units will naturally run into an L shape. And then you've got your U-shaped kitchen, where you'll have a run of units in a U shape. Sometimes that's cupboards, sometimes that might just be worktop as a bit of peninsula or a breakfast bar area that you can have some seating against. There is no sort of set rule with kitchens, and I've seen lots of different styles of kitchens and finishes. And so really, again, it's down to the individual's choice as to the type of kitchen that you like and what fits and what's right for your home. Now, I know that the size of the kitchen will have an impact on how you use it and how your lifestyle is and how big your family is. So if you've got a very small kitchen and it is quite closed off, that is maybe not going to be as comfortable a space for you to use as a social area and becomes more of a functional space. Now, this is why when clients look to either extend to make it a larger kitchen, or simply take out a couple of walls in order to create an open plan kitchen, living, dining space. Now, the open plan kitchen, living, dining has become very popular in the last couple of years, and did evolve really from the simple 1960s serving hatch that we used to have, that then simply grew, and that eventually evolved to us taking the whole wall out, and then the kitchen then became a bigger part of the space within your living area and dining area. And having that open plan area allows for a lot more communication and interaction as a family, friends. You could have somebody that is sat quite comfortably on your sofa. You could have a couple of friends that maybe sat at your dining table finishing off a glass of wine. Somebody sat at the island, and you'll be able to chat to each one of those people and have a full conversation whilst you're still prepping, cooking, or clearing away from food that you've had or enjoyed as a little gathering. So you can see from this then how open plan really works and is, I guess, really bringing families together and allowing them to have a lot more time to relax, communicate and socialise. So in terms of styles of kitchen, now there's lots of different styles of kitchen out on the market, and there's lots of manufacturers out there for kitchens, whether it's a larger, more corporate company or whether it's a small independent company. Materials, we've seen a lot of mix of materials over the more recent years, and we've also seen where we've had colour kitchens that may well be on trend at the moment, and maybe 3-5 years later that particular colour has then gone off trend. So kitchens do run on trend, and so be careful when you're deciding on your kitchen whether this is something that you're keeping for a bit more longevity, that it's going to be there for a while, or whether this is simply something that you're going to revamp every so many years and have a new kitchen installed. In that way you can be a little bit more pick different colours and maybe things that are a little bit more on trend. Now some of the things that are, I guess, a little bit more staple in kitchens is you have your standard more neutral colours, your whites, your greys, some of your light pastel colours, certainly your wood colours that have been around for quite a long time, and they have stood the test of time as far as the kitchen doesn't necessarily look dated. Now obviously again your materials can come in high gloss, matte, wood finishes, so there's a lot of choice out there, and a lot of that choice really comes down to yourself as a client as to what sort of style and look and feel you want in your property and your kitchen. Again, with worktops are a very personal choice, and there's lots of products on the market. You've got your standard chipboard style worktops, which are probably at the lower range, which are coated with various different styles and textures. You have resin worktops, thin resin worktops that have become a little bit more popular more recently. You've got your wood worktops, which again look really nice, and I do like the look and feel of the wood. You do have a bit more maintenance to do with them, and maybe a little bit more care when using them. Then you move on to your stone, so you've got things like quartz, which I really like, which is a man-made material. You've got granite, which is a more natural material, and so there's lots of sort of stone options out there. Even concrete worktops that I've seen used to really good effect. So it really does come down to personal taste and style, and the sort of theme that you're looking for. So what are some of the trends I've seen more recently with kitchens? Thinner worktops. Worktop seems to be getting a lot thinner in more recent years, and this just gives a slightly edgier look to your kitchen. We've seen a lot of inset handles, which have become again more popular, and I think this is a bit of a style that's maybe kind of had has been reborn again from that sort of 60s, 70s era, but just made a little bit more modern. There are the use of sort of straight handles and hidden handles that may well sit over the top of your door that you can't necessarily see quite so much. Technology has become massive in kitchens, so there are more and more technology that's being integrated into kitchens, whether that's kind of smart technology and things that you can operate from your mobile phone, from home hubs, or whether that is just simply ovens and hobs that have new technology built into them, Wi-Fi connectivity. We've seen a lot more things like built-in microwaves, coffee machines, and things that will integrate into the kitchen. So I mean, this is really exciting because it means that we're integrating new technology into our homes, and some of these devices are really good that they can save you time on tasks that you do on a daily basis. We've seen a lot more smart fridges that have come onto the market, where clients are able to use their phone to look inside the contents of their fridge, so that they can find out what food that they need to buy from the supermarket. And again, it's whether or not you'll use this technology, but it's certainly something that is going to become more and more integrated into our kitchens as we move forward. And I think for the better. Why not use the technology that we've got to improve and enhance our lifestyles. Lighting's become very much more popular in kitchens, and different styles of lighting. So you've got your standard working lights that you'll need for carrying out tasks in your kitchen. so just standard LED lighting. You've also got now feature lighting that will be, for instance, LED strip lighting that may run under counter or under plinths to create a mood, and this may be in kind of a warm light, this may be in a multiple of colours. So something that we've seen more popular is feature lighting over your island areas, where clients are looking for whether it's something contemporary, something industrial, or something a little bit more vintage. But they're looking towards feature lightings to create that ambience and that overall kind of look and finish to their kitchen. So I hope this video has been helpful with just a bit of an overview with sort of kitchens and how people are integrating their kitchens into an open plan space. I didn't want to get too involved in the actual design of the kitchen. I'll leave that to the kitchen designers out there. And we do work with some really good kitchen designers, and we can definitely put you in touch with them if you're thinking of upgrading or renovating or rejuvenating your kitchen space. We have now also partnered with Howden's Joinery, who are a trade outlet, and our clients now are able to order a trade kitchen through us if they're looking to renovate, extend, or just simply change out their kitchen for a new look and style. So this is something that's really exciting for us, that we're getting to work with some of the kitchen designers, and we're getting to work with some of the companies then that are selling kitchens on a daily basis. So I hope you've really enjoyed today's video. Now, if you've got a project in mind, then please get in touch. You can contact us via our website at liteboxarchitecture.co.uk. You can email us at info@liteboxarchitecture.co.uk, or simply pick up the phone and have a chat about your project today. So you can also check out our social media on our Instagram and Facebook pages and keep updated with the latest projects that we're working on. Now, if you're liking the content that we're putting out there, then please hit the subscribe button and like the video. And if you've got any comments on today's video, then please put them in. Thanks for watching.